Sorry, random question.
Go.
Do you ever think about, everybody wants to be remembered, but do you ever think about, well, there'll be a day where no one will remember me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you got to do whatever you want.
Right.
We care about what other people think, but there's going to be a day that if you play by other people's rules, you will never be remembered. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Yo, what's good, what's poppin'? What's good, what's poppin'? I said what's good, what's poppin'? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton and some, Mr. Boogity all here with another episode of Funky Friday. And I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I really do promise to give good content, to give good content, to give good content. Good content for the masses. But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, I promise to keep it funky. Now my next guest, hide your girls, hide your daughters, hide your wives, hide your aunties, hide them all. Because he's an actor, singer, and a straight up heartthrob for the ladies. I present to some and introduce to others, my dog, Trevor Jackson.
What up? What up, dog? Thanks for having me, bro. For real.
You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
So
man.
I want to start off by asking this question because you asked me simply, am I watching any shows, any movies that I watched? And which led me to something that I typically do either on my social or to the people that's really close to me. I ask like the question of the day. So my question of the day to you is, I gave you a prefix to be able to, a pretense to get your mind kind of wrapped around the question. Give me 3 characters, either in a movie or a series, that you relate to the most during this time of your life, and I'll share you mine.
Okay. First, I'm gonna go with Aang from Avatar: Last Airbender.
Okay. Reason why?
I feel like ever since I was young, I loved the story. I loved the things he overcame, and I also liked his attitude towards hardship.
Okay.
He always wanted to work harder after something, but didn't take anything too seriously. I feel like he walked that line well. But yeah, just powerful stories, and there's a lot of beautiful things in that show. I'm gonna also go with Silver Surfer. It's my favorite character.
Okay.
Just because of his self-sacrifice, he had to leave the people that he loved since he was to save them. And I felt like I didn't really save my family, but I did leave my family when I was young, even though I didn't really want to, but I knew what I wanted to do in life, and that was a sacrifice I had to make.
For sure.
So I always connected with him on that. And then I'm gonna go with Will Smith, Men in Black. You know what I mean? I always feel like I've always been the conspiracy theorist or the guy that's, in the aliens or all what's really going on, and I feel like where the world is headed, I'm on the money with that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll share you mine.
Yes.
I'm going the imp from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Multiple reasons. It's like a double entendre. He's a person that was misunderstood, but he survived. And one of the fewer characters that made it through every single season.
Yeah.
And seeing different versions of life, right? Went through the party phase, and then ended up being the right hand. So the imp, I go Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings.
Okay, I didn't watch that, so I need to watch this show.
The production on the first season, by the time it gets to I think the 4th season is completely
I need to
good.
watch that show, okay.
Really
That's
good.
just confirmed it.
Ragnar Lothbrok had children, but his sons were, ended up being kind of divided, but that's not the reason but Ragnar was such a great king, a leader of men, and really the leader of his whole, village.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I'm going to go with, oh
Shelby. Thomas Shelby.
No, Peaky Blinders.
Legend. He's a legend.
Why? He was the second son, or the middle son, right? And was the leader of his family. And he was the visionary to really getting everybody in his bloodline kind of aligned to what they had to do in order to, you know, leave something behind, you know, in a businessman. So the Imp, Ragnar, and Thomas Shelby.
Love it.
Bro.
Those are great characters.
For sure. And it would challenge anybody to kind of ask like an ice-breaking question to, you know, wherever you may be. But I want to kind of get into Dr. Wes Bryant.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That role that you landed for Grey's Anatomy, what was that process like?
It was among a few auditions I had that week. And, you know, lately a lot of things have just been, you know, sending in the video. You know, you're not really going into the room. So, yeah, I was thankful that I got the audition. I did not think I was going to get it. You know what I mean? I auditioned and I was like, I mean, I hope, whatever. I kind of forgot about it. And then I got the call and I was like, what? You know, kind of, I was very, very thankful. I feel like the next roles, after I do something for a long time, it's always a good thing the next time. You know what I mean? It's like, I was doing comedy for a long time and then I wanted to do a little drama and then I wanted to grow up a little bit and I'm playing a doctor. It just kind of, it's been evolving in a
I'm always interested to hear playing a role, specifically, I might say Dr. Bryant, but for real, Dr. Wes Bryant, what did you have to do behind the scenes that people may not necessarily know? Did you have to shadow a doctor? Did you have contact with a doctor?
Yes.
Be able to speak the lingo to make that character yours?
Absolutely. So on set, they actually had us do a little bit of training camp where we had to like sew these bananas, like they would cut them and then we'd have to stitch them without ripping the peel or whatever, which was very difficult. I was not good at it. I'm still not great at it. But that was something that was really fun. And then we also, a lot of the extras people don't know are real doctors. So like if we're in the surgeon room, the guy that's like handing the actor surgeon is like a real surgeon. So in between takes, we're asking them, yo, how does this work? How does this work? And they're giving us all the insider information and it's super intriguing. It's such a fun job. You know, I get to go and not only act, but learn about the anatomy and stuff like that.
Yeah, so here you are with an opportunity or, you know, to play in Grey's Anatomy. But then for the culture, you played in films like Superfly. Mm-hmm. So, two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Where on one hand is like mainstream, it's a different audience geared towards Superfly, which was culture through and through. Mm-hmm. Almost, it was given pimp vibes, modern day pimp.
Yeah.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. But like, with a different contemporary twist, you feel me? So, like those two ends shows your depth as an actor for sure.
Thanks for saying that.
And obviously, when you play Superfly, it was geared to a different audience than Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
How was those, you know, differences kind of for you to kind of really maximize that headspace?
Yeah. It's dope, man. I try to just be as present as I can most times, but Superfly, my dad made me watch the movie when I was very young. That's why I wanted the part so bad. You know, they initially wanted me to audition for Snow Patrol, the leader of Snow Patrol. I was like, I want to audition for the lead. And I told them that. And that was like kind of the first time I ever spoke up in a room. Like, I was like, I know you guys want me to read for this, but I think I should read for the... They're like, okay. And I kind of went out, looked at it, came back. I was like 21 when I did that film. And it was a growing and learning process for sure. And yeah, I just tried to imagine a modern day version of the old school Superfly. I tried to picture someone that I was afraid of, but also wanted to be friends with, which is like a hard line to walk. So that was kind of like where I went with that. And then for Grey's, he's kind of a little more of a prima donna, a little more privileged in his life. And, you know, it's fun. I try not to overthink. Most
No,
times.
but I think, you know, as we were talking about this, you know, in prep, I don't think, and I may be wrong, but Superfly had such a big backing of pushing it to the culture.
Yeah.
It was executive produced by, obviously, Future, and a soundtrack, you know, behind it, where it's like, Yo, so everything, it was shot in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was kind of like, yo, like this is big cinema for the culture. And just a slew of different backing and pushings. How did it feel being in that or a part of something? And what does that look like for the actor to see, not just from the Superfly dynamic, because you have so many different, wide array of characters that you've played, but we always hear musical artists talk about, yo, I've just felt so supported with, the backing that the executives may have put money towards getting us in front of people.
Yeah.
Do you see that as actors as well, too?
Sorry, I'm trying to understand. Seeing as actors as well,
budgets to push the film.
Okay, yeah.
Not budgets to make the film.
Mm-hmm. Marketing dollars.
Marketing dollars,
yeah.
Correct.
I think they marketed that pretty well, I think it was, and for me being, the age I was leading my first movie that was in movie theaters, I'm like walking by and seeing my face on it, like that was definitely trippy. So to be in it at that time, it was overwhelming for sure, but in a good way. And yeah, dude, it was like I was living my dream. When I was young, I used to watch The Matrix, I used to watch Blade. I'm like, man, I want to do that one day. So to see it on screen with my brother or my dad in the audience, those were all incredible moments. But,
yeah. So the character you played, the hair, like real.
That was important.
Perm.
No, they straighten my stuff every day. Every day. It was not good for my hair, I'm certain of it. Pretty sure it damaged it permanently, but I fought for that because we were going back and forth, like they were thinking maybe.
So braids. But it wasn't a wig. That was
that was my hair. That was my
okay.
hair. Yeah, and they just straightened it every day. But yeah, we were kind of going through different hairstyles, and that was something I was really, really firm on. It was like I have to have straight hair. If it's not long, it's still got to be straight. Like we can't not have straight hair for
sure.
Superfly. He's got to have it. So that was something I really fought for, and we ended up landing on that look, and I liked it. I thought it was cool and. Made sense for the character.
And I want to stay here because me being a fan of the actual film.
Yo, when you wore those shoes, I was tripping out, by the way. Why? You wore Superfly shoes in the game. Yeah. And I was flipping out.
That was the Atlanta game.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me. They were like, Cam Newton has your face on. So I said, what?
No,
He's got
for real.
Superfly. I was tripping
For
out.
real.
Let's go.
For real.
I was tired.
Like people don't understand. That was my way to kind of showcase what I liked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we were playing Atlanta that week. Superfly had just kind of came out, and those are one of the things that we, as athletes, especially as football players, you don't have opportunities to express what you really like outside of we're getting prepared for this and identifying the mic or identifying the front. Like, bro, like I like movies, I like series, I like art, and having that ability to showcase that was cool. So for you to pick up that was dope.
Yeah,
Will we get a Superfly 2 or?
As of now, probably not. But, life is amazing. It always does twists and turns. So who knows?
What goes into sequels or?
Money and money. I think like the production and whoever is doing it, they gotta put money into it. And if you're gonna do a number 2, you'd want to go bigger and better. So you just want to make sure that it's right.
So I would say this. You are a product of being a child actor and growing up through so many different times, eras, different characters, different asks and requests. Mm-hmm. What was that process like for a kid who's from Indianapolis?
Yes, it's hard, dude. But I've always had a sports mentality in terms of like, do it or die, kind of. You know what I mean? It's like I don't give up. I'm gonna keep going. I've been told no a billion times, and that doesn't stop me from doing what I love to do. So yeah, there are times when you're young that you're like, dang, how many more times are they going? I remember I was gonna quit acting before I did American Crime with Andre 3000, Regina King, and Timothy Hutton. I was gonna quit acting because I was sick of being told no. I was like 15 or was like 16, and I was just like, I'm tired of this. I just want to do music, and that's it. And that was like the last audition before I was gonna quit. And I threw away the whole audition, just kind of like, looking at the script, and they were like, this is the best thing we've ever seen in our whole lives. Oh my gosh, like you got to go straight to network. And I ended up getting that job. And then I fell in love with acting after doing that. I was watching these people work and I was like, oh, this is why I love to act.
Let's stay here real quick because dare I say entitled, dare I say, ambitious, but losing faith in something that you know you're the right person for, but not getting it.
Yeah.
And I would always hear a coach say this, you never want your destiny in somebody else's hands.
Yeah.
But as an actor, somebody has to decide if you're the right fit or not.
Right.
How does that process feel?
It's painful, but then again, that makes me think of Ryan Coogler. That makes me think of Michael B. Jordan creating your own thing, which is easier said than done.
Yeah.
It takes a partnership. It takes people willing to, invest into your vision and things like that. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard for sure. I'm telling you, there's been so many times. But one thing about God is he doesn't make mistakes. And every time I feel like I was supposed to have done something or didn't get the chance to, I end up being thankful that I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
It always makes sense. So I try to always remember that. But yeah, dude,
But take me into the life of an actor where how soon or how often do you get requested to audition?
So sporadic. So could be a week I have 5 auditions, could be 3 months I don't audition at all. Could be I get a job as a series regular, that show gets canceled. Could be, hey, Trevor, you're about to be in a movie with Morgan Freeman. Hey, Trevor, you're about to be in a movie with Shia LaBeouf. Oh, snap, the funding fell through. So now you're not doing, you know what I mean? It's like, there's no like ever a routine or order to it. It's so all over the place.
So have you ever auditioned for something, felt like you were the right person for that something, didn't get it, and realized who they went with?
I'm not gonna say it exactly, but yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
Why not, bro? We got to get the Bible. we got to get a Funky Friday Bible to have everybody come on, tell the truth, the whole truth,
nothing but the truth. But yeah, and it's not even like the person that they picked, I didn't think it was good or whatever. I would just ended up seeing the whole movie and being like, oh, maybe you didn't want to be a part of that.
All right, just tell us the movie then.
I can't do that. I gotta get a job. When I leave here, I got more auditions. We never know.
All right, well, tell us the production company then, or the network that it went under, or
there's a few. There's so many.
Or just play the pretense of dun, 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 or was it dun, dun, or
I'm trying to think if there's like one in particular that I
give us something, brother. I mean, we hit it for fucking Friday, doggy. We want to know.
Okay, how about this? I'll give you it's kind of a different story, but it's a story that most people don't know. So there was a movie that Catherine Bigelow did called Detroit that I booked the lead of. But right after I booked the lead, I went to go shoot Burning Sands, which was a Netflix film. We went to Sundance. It was pretty dope. I was not supposed to have my hair cut. We told the production of Burning Sands, hey, can't cut my hair because I have this other film I have to do. So during the take, they shaved my head, okay? During the take, and I'm an actor, so I'm not about to be like, hey, cut, you're touching my hair. I'm like almost in tears because I'm not supposed to have my hair cut, but I'm in the scene, right? Whole hair gets cut off.
Real hair?
Yeah, real hair. She finds out about it and was like, I want him to come back in. I just don't know if he's gonna be the same, guy or person or whatever. Flies me out to Boston. I re-audition. She ends up getting it to somebody else. But I still got paid for the film because they hired me for it, but last minute they had to change it because she just didn't feel like whatever. So that was crazy. That was a crazy experience, but that's just an example of how...
That's true name, image, and likeness.
Yeah. That was crazy. Crazy experience.
So, like, if I wanted to be an actor, did I have to shave my hair?
No. But for this, it depends on what the role is, what you're doing.
Talk to me.
If you're trying to, be committed, let's say you're training to be some, monk somewhere and you need to shave your head in the film, and to be accurate, you probably would want that to get the true reaction. But imagine you not saying, no, don't do that, and then during the scene, they're doing it. I was like,
Where's your agent? Where's your
oh, there was the whole, everybody's, what the heck? They did the whole agent yelling at each other thing, but it turned out good. The movie's fire. If you haven't seen it, Burning Sands, check it out.
Dang.
Yeah. It worked for the scene.
So should I, just to crack, the tension as far as being in a position where you felt like you could have been better than what they gave the opportunity to? Mm-hmm. Should I list Milo?
Hey, man.
No, I need a job. I need a job. No.
I need a job. Come on, bro. Come on.
Where you say you was from again?
Indiana.
That was the T. That was the T. So let that fly over your head, dreads or toupee. But
it did. It flew over my head in toupee.
It did?
Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
Certain people had opportunities and
Got it. Sorry.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You started in Broadway.
Yeah.
Playing young Simba. Mm-hmm. What was that experience like?
That was incredible, dude. I got to work with the best of the best in terms of dancers, actors, musicians, and it's such a beautiful story. And I think that's always been embedded in me, that kind of story of the rise, the fall, and then the rise again, But yeah, I did that for 3 years, from 8 years old to 11, kind of prepared me for, what I'm doing now, which is, running my own business with my family, directing music videos, designing creative work. Like, it's just been snowball effect after that.
Could you give me the typical person you would see at a Broadway play? Like,
that's a wide range. I mean, unfortunately, it's mostly on Broadway, and then you have these same shows that are the exact same, talent, whatever, that does the tour, right? You'll get like people at the Pandacious if you're in LA or here. I'm sure there's some amazing theater here. But I think it kind of ranges. But when I was in New York, it was a lot of older white people, and I wish there was more black people and younger people in watching Broadway plays.
Bingo.
Broadway is hard work, and I always feel like today's generation is like I always bring this up in interviews, is frowned upon, right? Trying hard or being, too good at something, or you're putting too much effort into it. And I feel like that's how greats are born, you know what I mean? And Broadway, that is a pressure cooker. That is nothing but 8 shows a week, 8 shows, 7 days a week, you know what I mean? And people are singing every day, they're dancing every day. You're getting chewed out by maybe the show director at the end. Hey, today wasn't this, and you're just always working on your craft, right? As opposed to now, you have a lot of artists who are just on stage. You kind of just, hop around.
But a lot of actors that we see on the big screen come from Broadway.
Yeah, some of the best ones, yeah.
Right? I was shocked to hear my negligence or me not knowing or paying attention, but Denzel.
Yeah.
Right? For how great of an actor he was, and even at the height of his career, wanted to go back into Broadway just to, sharpen the blades.
Yes.
And for people, going to the consumer question again, how do you find more ways for minorities to get involved and it be a younger audience? Because I think the only black plays, younger plays, that I would ever see the culture pay attention to was Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. But when you talk about New York Broadway, what would you say would be a recipe to make it younger, also paying homage or keeping the same audience that it already does have?
I think it'd have to be original. It'd have to be something original and something new, and I think a space that was also cheaper, It's not cheap to go to a Broadway show. I think it needs to be available to everybody. And I think even exposed in like schools and stuff to where people think that's an option. I feel like it's not as, when I was younger, it was like, oh, you can do this, you can do that. And I feel like people don't kind of hear that as much anymore.
For the audience, Black Broadway shows consist of The Wiz, A Raisin in the Sun, Dreamgirls. I remember
Classics.
I remember going to a show, a play, The Nutcracker. Couldn't tell you what the plot was, the character was. That was just another way to get out of school. That was a field trip. But I think tapping into the artistry of acting is a real skill. Do you find yourself getting prepared for a play on Broadway and a music video and Grey's Anatomy and a TV film completely different, or is that the same process, or what does that look like?
Very, very different. So I did Tap Dance Kid at New York City Center for just like a week, and this was like maybe in 2023 or something, for a month. And it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, and it's because you have to do it every single day, and especially when you're singing too in a play, like if I do a show at night, I'm not talking until the show the next day, right? So my voice can rest, so I can be, you know, but if you're doing a movie, you're kind of acting and you have time to sleep, you go home, and you're a little more pampered also on a movie set or a TV. They're, hey, can I get you something good, you know? If you're on stage, you're on stage. You're going off for a second, you're coming right back on. There's not a lot of like rest time to get back into it. It's just kind of go, go, go. So that would be the difference. But I do attack everything the same, as in I'm trying to kill the shit. Sorry, I'm just trying to be the best at whether I'm singing, whether I'm dancing, whether I'm writing, whether I'm acting. Like, I just want to give my very best. So in terms of that, it is similar in terms of how I approach it.
Off topic, but on topic.
Yeah.
What's your crafty request?
Ooh. Okay, so when I was eating unhealthy,
Talk to me.
grilled cheese, bacon, ranch on the side.
Grilled cheese, bacon, ranch.
Yeah, I need ranch on the side, but I need a grilled cheese with two, 3 pieces of cheese, some bacon.
So that's like a bacon melt.
Yeah, bomb.
What did bread?
Yeah, bread.
But I'm saying like specifications of bread.
No,
Wheat
white bread. White bread.
Okay.
But now I'm trying to do healthier, so I'll do like a protein shake. I know, but I'm just trying to eat a little better. I might do just like a chicken breast, some rice, you know what I know. I make that face too when I have to eat it. I want the double cheeseburger, and the Taco Bell's my dirty weakness, man. I just, some days, I gotta go, and I'm ordering the entire menu. Yeah, it's bad for everyone that's around me for a few hours after, but it's necessary.
Back on topic. All right. So back to the Lion King real quick.
Yeah.
Is there a different like storyline than the actual Lion King?
Not that I'm too. I mean, I guess if you count Lion King 1.5. Remember when they came out with that? It was like it was Lion King 1, Lion King 2, and then they came out with Lion King 1.5, which is technically the third one, but it takes place in between 1 and 2. That would kind of be the only other one I heard. Or they got the new one, the Mufasa, and things like that. But I kind of just know the original John.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that the same storyline in the play?
Yes.
Okay. So real tears were shed when remember
Yeah.
who you are.
Oh yeah. Classic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when Mufasa dies,
Yeah.
how...
I cried every night. I did 840 something shows from 8 years old to 11. I did like 864 shows. Did that every night. Dad, somebody, anybody.
It's like, bro, it's one of the things, dog. Hey, don't put that scene on.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
To this day. Bro, I got kids, some sons, just like, and then he look in the pond or the creek or whatever it was.
See himself. Yeah, see his dad. Yeah.
Remember.
Yeah. Such a good story though. It's the Black Panther story, you know. It's like, just carry the torch.
Speaking of Mufasa,
Yeah.
the Mufasa who modern day version, him and Tiana Taylor just recently broke up.
For real? I didn't know.
Where you been, nigga?
For real? Dang. How new is this? This is like how new?
Like 2 months.
Really? I had no idea.
You gotta tap back in here, bro. Hey, I say that.
I be chilling. I be minding my business. I be working.
I see.
Hey, I thought they was on last.
Aaron Pierre and Tiana Taylor split.
I'm sorry.
But the reason I asked that is we see so many public figures dating.
Yeah.
Most recent, Cardi B. Off Stefan Diggs. That whole situation.
Yeah.
How has your dating been impacted being who you are?
It's difficult, especially because, one, I'm an actor, so I get you lie for a living, so like, how am I supposed to...
really you?
Is this even you? That's one, and then two, is I'm like a nice guy, dude. I love people. I think because I've been through so much, when I see people and they've survived whatever their life may have, given them to get to meeting me and us meeting each other, I just love on people. Hey, man, how are you? Hey, what's up, girl? How are you? Like, so it's often like, oh, you got to hug them like that. I'm like, but I'm not going to change the love in me. Like, it's not a sensual, or I'm not trying to like flirt. I just
Touchy.
Yeah, but I love people, So that's maybe been a difficult aspect of it. And yeah, dude, I mean, of course, when I was younger, it's hard to deal with doing what I do and traveling around. And yeah, there are definitely some variables that maybe someone who doesn't do what I do don't have to deal with. I'm sure you understand.
So knowing what you know now,
Yeah.
do you date in the industry or do you date regular?
I date whatever works. Like, I don't put stuff on. Like, I would never not be with someone because of their sign or because of what family they come from or because of their occupation. Like, do we connect or not? Does it work or not? Like, I don't like to do that. You know what I mean? Putting like little filters.
Expectation.
Yeah.
But you do have preferences, no?
Yeah, preferences, but not necessarily on the occupation. Okay, well.
But not necessarily on the occupation, on the understanding of your occupation.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand that.
Not knowing what Trevor's life really is.
I understand that, yeah.
A person needs to understand, hey, I can be gone for long stints of time. And if you don't have it in your schedule, then a lot of FaceTime.
Yeah.
A lot of, whatever. But knowing what I know now in my life, I have to have somebody who knows and understands.
Yeah, I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So for you, you are an individual that is recognizable, and your person has to understand what comes with your popularity.
Yeah. Be at the club, someone take a picture. Oh my God, she was hugging you so tight. I'm like, dude, I just said what's up. Taking a picture real quick.
Bro. Has somebody ever got you, though?
Say again?
Has anybody that you dated ever got you?
Okay, yes. But I think it's, I think that it's impossible for someone to fully understand anyone, I believe, to fully understand, like 100%. But yeah, 85, 90, for sure. There's some people that's kind of gotten.
Are you dating?
I'm not dating.
Why you don't got nobody?
I didn't say that.
Okay, you one of them niggas, huh? All right, so let me lock in real quick. Okay, so
I'm a happy man. I'm happy at the moment.
That's cool. Yeah. So at the end of the night, do you feel obligated to FaceTime somebody before you go to sleep?
No.
Does somebody FaceTime you before you
No.
go to sleep? So explain that.
Wait.
So I'm curious because, bro,
I love it.
We're playing chess.
Yeah,
right
I love it.
now.
I love chess. It's my favorite game.
Bro, I'm trying to go get through these pawns.
Hey, man. I'm just really thankful and happy to be.
Boom. Here we go.
Really?
Right here. So, if you did have a dating app, right, what would be your status?
My status?
Yeah.
If I had a dating app, my status would be, hey, man. Hey, man, ...
Okay.
I'm very, very happy.
What would you be looking for? Could you explain it?
I'm not looking for nothing. Everything I need, I got. Cheers, please.
Oh, you making me work today.
I'm sorry.
All right, cool, here we go. Let me ask you this. What could you have done better in previous relationships?
Okay, I like that. A great question. I got you. I think I could have not been so codependent to the point to where I felt I was harming myself or not being 100% with me. You know what I mean? I felt like I maybe tried to either play a role or please in a way that was detrimental to me.
So if I'm hearing this right, you was losing yourself loving others.
Sure. That could work. That could work. Yeah, I felt like I just didn't like being alone, so even if something wasn't right for me, I would just hang on to it.
Cling.
You know what I mean?
We all got cling in us.
Yeah. And I'm also, again, like we were talking about sports mindset, right? I'm like, I don't care how hard it gets. You know, we're gonna make it through. Like, you and me, like, we're gonna do this. You know, I don't care. Let's go.
A crash out in you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I don't do that.
What?
Sorry, this is just passion right here. You know what I mean? I might do a little Millie Rock in the middle of it. I don't know. But I've never been the yelling, crash out, like, what the, you know? That's never been me. I'm very like, are we,
Okay.
very talking, calm voice. I don't like to do the yelling.
All right. I'm on to you, Trevor.
Hey, you just get a notepad, start writing stuff down. People say so. You got
I wish. Look, Johnny, we got to get like something where I really got to, because I be having some notes that I need to write down and be like, all right.
I'm telling you, every time I say something, he said, all right.
All right, here we go. Next question. But next thing though.
Yes.
You're a Disney kid. We've seen a lot of issues and tragedies of former Disney, but not just Disney, dare I say Disney, young stars, right? How did your circle really protect you, and what was that process of pushing you to your dreams? You said started at 8 years old.
Yeah.
And at the age that you are now, not a lot of people can still say that they are in this acting world.
100%. I'm super thankful. My mother, Cam Baxter, who's my manager, and I owe her my life, you know, she's incredible. And she made sure that I was in it for the right reasons and made sure that she was always there, you know, never really let me go too many places by myself. My brother, Ian Jackson, my dad, my whole family have just been super supportive. And I felt like they've given me so much love that I never felt like I didn't really need things because I always had them, you know, so much love. So like, there would be times where I go to auditions or things like that, and I was like, I still got my family. Like, they give me so much love that I didn't, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So yeah, I think that's why I've been able to stay so level-headed. They aren't yes men, you know, they're on my head. I can trust them with my life, and they've loved me through my highest and lowest points, which I can't say for too many people, you know what I mean? A lot of people have left when things aren't going their way, and there are people that have stuck by me, and I honor them for that. And
But take us through, not to, you know, pander, but lowest point. Like, what does a low point look like for you? And how did you get there?
For instance, this album that I created was because of a breakup. You know, we were together for 6 years, and then 2 weeks after the breakup, I tore my Achilles. I already had back issues, so because of the Achilles, then my back started flaring up. Like, I couldn't walk at days. Like, it was bad, really, really low. And they were there every step of the way, you know, taking me. I remember my brother when it first happened. This is how I know my brother knows me. I'm in the bed, right, and I know I have to go back and film Grownish, and I just tore my Achilles playing basketball with my family at home. And I'm looking up at the ceiling of the doctor, and he's like, hey, man, you know, Achilles was a Greek god. And I'm like, that's how you know it's my brother. I was like, yeah, he was, wasn't he, man? You know, just knew what to say, right? So, like, to have people like that in your life that always looking at the bright side and always holding me up, it makes me want to go 10 times harder and make sure that we win, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Did you ever see that movie, Troy?
Yeah, classic. Brad Pitt and homie that played Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. Classic.
Bruh. Hey, I don't know, but Hector was looking down. He already got to saying like, hey, bro, yeah. All right, baby. It's gonna be the last kiss, cause
they about to take me out.
Yeah, it ain't they. But then the hardest scene in cinema history was one of the first scenes of Troy. For people who didn't see the scene, it was Brad Pitt. He was
when they're on each bro, he just runs past homie real quick. Oh yeah,
bro, dude. Clean. I guess it wasn't his people because he was just a member of it.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, where's Achilles? Achilles! Somebody go get Achilles. So somebody go gallop. It was a little boy. Go gallop back to the little hut. And then he goes into there, boy, it looked like a trap house in there. Hut style. He seen toes, cheeks, and areolas everywhere. Sprawled out. The little boy say, Achilles, your presence is needed. And boom, he sleep. Got 2 of them up under his arms. The boy knew what Achilles was about to get into, so he goes on his horse, just straight out of a brothel, huh? I don't even know if I can say that. Straight out of a...
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
A night, huh?
Yeah.
Man, dude didn't he have his sandals strapped up tight, man. Didn't he have his sword? He said, hey, man, go get that sword. Boom. Get the sword, hops on the horse. The little innocent kid says, Achilles, aren't you scared what they're gonna do to you? And Achilles looked back at the boy and say, that's why nobody will remember your name, son.
Ooh, I do remember that part.
And gallops off.
I do remember that.
I said,
that line was
if
crazy.
somebody ever tries you like that, nobody will never remember your name.
Oh, yeah. That's a bar.
What?
That's a bar.
So, right, Achilles knew who he was, man.
Do you ever think about, sorry, random question.
Go.
Do you ever think about, you know, everybody wants to be remembered, but do you ever think about, well, there'll be a day where no one will remember me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you got to do whatever you want.
Right.
We care about what other people think, but there's going to be a day that if you play by other people's rules, you will never be remembered. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Because when you think about it, we always have this fixation or use this too loosely, viral. And my thought process, too viral. There's never been a moment that I could think of where a viral moment was safe. Did you see Trevor Jackson go and save the kitten from the tree? He went, no.
Right.
He kicked the
Right.
kitten from the tree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time Cam get to opening up his mouth on Funky Friday, it's not because Cam says he's blah, da, 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 da. No, that's too safe. No, it's Cam saying what Cam really thinks. And it sounds crazy. But when them chitlins, neck bones, hog maw, the pig feet get the sizzling and seasoning into them ribs.
Tendonism.
What? You start saying, hold on. Sound crazy, but it's actually got some merit to it. My point is, there's never been a viral moment where something went according to plan. So you're gonna get judged anyway, so you might as well give people something to judge if you're doing it your way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, your album, I Love You, Goodbye.
The greatest breakup album of all time.
And your brother, Ian, told us it's the greatest breakup album of all time as well. Why do you say that?
To me, it is. It describes my breakup in detail. So it's like, to me, it's the greatest breakup album of all time. And I think, you know, the reason I wanted to make this, I feel like men oftentimes handle breakups probably not the best. We like to bury and try to forget and try to go out and party and act like, you know, maybe that thing didn't mean what it meant to me. But I was really able to, because of my Achilles, I couldn't do that, right? I couldn't go out, I just had to sit in whatever was happening. Yeah. I remember I called my dad when I finished and I played him the album and he was crying and he was just like, I hate that you had to go through this pain. He's like, but this is the best music you've ever made. He's like, this is your opus and you took something and made it beautiful. My brother, we kind of had a similar moment too. So when I hear it from people that close to me that have known me.
So it was based on a true story?
Inspired by true events, yes. You got it? You get it?
You know what I want you to get?
What?
Get this. Who are you talking about?
My ex.
You want me to use my iPad to find out? Don't make me.
Dude, it's just my ex, dude. Just didn't work out. You know what I mean?
What's her name?
She's got a name.
I'm pretty sure she does.
I'm just having a hard time remembering it right now just because,
Why?
I don't know.
Do you miss her?
No. Not at all. not in the slightest, man. Hey, but all love, I want nothing but happiness for her, you know what I mean?
Who is her?
I want nothing but happiness for her. I hope she's, doing great things.
Have you moved on?
Mm-hmm.
Has she moved on?
Not sure. Not really checking on
If
it.
she hit you with the hey big head,
Absolutely not. Blocked. Already blocked. No chance of that.
how many times did y'all break up?
Maybe twice.
Okay.
For the last
So
one.
you did get to experience like the makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the best.
Hey, don't. Hey. Look, he said, got him. Look. Hey, man. Hey.
Man, look, bro, you gotta understand. And I do not promote thrills or toxic behavior, but boy, I'm tell you something. Anybody in a relationship will tell you,
Makeup.
not spontaneous. The first time is probably up there. That makeup situation, I don't think it's not a drug on earth. And if it is, I don't want to have it. That'll make it's just like, man. So she did it to you, huh?
We did it to each other. It just didn't work out. It's not a lack of anybody.
That boy good. Well, that boy got a publicist. He trained well.
It's not a lack of anybody on either side. It's just like I said, you try to just do something because you just want it, but sometimes it just isn't. It isn't for you. And that was a hard pill to swallow again, because you start making plans in your head, right? This is how it's gonna be. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have these kind of kids, and then you wake up and stuff is different, and you kind of have to rethink your life.
So for the people who didn't hear the album,
Yes.
based on true events, would we look at her differently?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. What I think a lot of people would do is think of their own life. I think because it's so real, one thing we all have in common is being humans and falling in love and falling out of love. So there's a lot of, everybody I've played it for has been like, man, this is making me think about a breakup I had back in college, or maybe this just happened, or I'm not even going through a breakup, but I understand what you're saying. It's just it could even be, I also lost my grandfather last year, and even like that, just losing something,
sorry to
right?
hear that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But just losing something and trying to cope with that thing, it's kind of like the messaging of it, really. It's like, yo, this happened to me, but it may be the end of this thing, but it's not the end of me.
Say less. I would ask this question. It's one of the question of the days that I typically ask people too. But to bring merit to it, were you in love?
I believe so, yeah.
Now,
100%.
does love have an expiration date?
I don't think so, no.
So looking back at your dynamic
Yeah.
with that merit of, hey, does love have an expiration date? Do you still love her?
No, I do not. I do not still love her.
So was that true love though?
It's all relative, right? Because it's like in that moment, one could think that was real love. And then when you have perspective, just like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my God, I'm 10 years old and I'm gonna marry Susie, the next door neighbor. And at that time, you think that's real. And then you hit 18, 19, you're like, whoa, your mind expands and you kind of have a different understanding of life, right? So from where I'm at now, no. But at that time, I'm sure I believe that.
I don't think love has an expiration date. I think there's a respect that each person has to go through and understand about themselves, that you have to draw a line.
Yeah, boundaries.
And set boundaries, because when you really know somebody, you know how to get them back. And that goes on both sides.
Yeah.
And if you cross that line, that's where your vision can get blurred. So when I do say true love and I'm in love with said individuals in my life, there's a line that is, drawn in the sand to say, hey, we can't cross that, but I will always do right by you.
Yeah, yes, agreed.
You see what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's not the same as this situation. I think it's like,
Dang.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you're gonna have to reach out to her. She may have to reach out to you
never.
at the end of this conversation to be like, hey.
Nah.
Just
All
wanna-
love though. All respect. Just, you know.
Boy, I'm about to go down with this album, boy. We need to have
I want you to listen to it.
We should
I want
have had
you
a
to-
listening
Dude,
party
I
in
do
here.
want you to listen, though.
But that boy's snapping.
I do want you to listen and let me know your thoughts for real because again,
It's done.
Yeah, it is one of my. It's the quickest album I've ever written. I wrote it in like 2.5 weeks, and it was vomit. It was vomit. I was just like, just so. I'd be so in my head. The only way to relieve the pressure is by making a song or.
But
writing
even
something
when
down.
you listen to those songs, you don't remember.
No, I feel joy. That's why I love music. Because I don't even think about the pain of it. I think about how cold the song is.
Cause like I'm reminded
I'm just
about
like,
some of the heartbreak songs that I've listened to from artists. It's kind of hard for me to say this. It's coming from my heart. It's been a long time coming. It's been very far. I really wanna work this out. It really don't seem I do, but you don't. It's best we go our separate ways. Oh no.
Yeah.
I should stay in this relationship.
Let's go.
When
We gotta do a record. Come on, Cam.
baby. Ain't happy, baby. It's like those type of melodies, and boy, you
Amazing.
you hit them notes.
Yeah. Take you somewhere.
Well, you can sing, boy. Dare I bring up a list for you to identify who can sing and sing or can't, because I don't want to go viral on that.
Hey.
But yeah, man, it's hard to not to think about all feelings
Yeah.
with a specific said project or piece of art.
Yeah.
So I'm not an artist.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
You are-
create
I know what you
music.
mean, I know what you mean, but
you
you're
know
an
what I'm
artist. I
saying?
get it, I
So
get it.
it's like I freestyle and I just kicking it, whatever. And I think, boy, I'm going platinum. And I'm talking about real stuff.
Yeah.
Huh?
For real.
Be having flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? She did something to me. I did something to her. We did something to each other.
Hey, and those stories help because people are always going through something. That's why, like, even when you do dive back into your past and you do create something from that space, someone somewhere is gonna be like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Which one do you prefer, acting or singing?
If I had to choose, I would choose music just because I create it from inside out, and acting is outside in, right? I take the outside material and I try to make it me. But everything musically is here and then it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. So for the people who may not know, Trevor really sings.
I appreciate that, man.
One of the things that I did see going viral, where you got an applause, was doing a cover of Under the Influence by Chris Brown. And how do you decide covers and where you say, hey, I want...
I vibe out. It's got to be a song I'm like, you know what I mean? Ooh, let me get a verse on here. Most times it's that. It's like, man, I want to do a record with this person, or I would sound cold on here. You know, I know what I could do with that.
Has anybody that you wanted to work with, like, what
Joyner Lucas just reached out yesterday, and I was flipping out because I'm a huge Joyner Lucas fan.
For real?
Yeah, and he reached out randomly, was like, yo, what's up, dog? And I was like, yo, I want you on my next album. He's like, done, consider it done. I'm a fan. I was like, what? So that was cool. But I've reached out to everyone you can think of, you know, and I understand.
They left you on the scene?
Oh, yeah.
Hector!
For real. Hey, but you know what I've gotten older is I've realized everybody's got a lot of stuff going on. And that's something I didn't understand when I was younger. Because I thought I'm so cold. Why aren't y'all like, you don't see this? Like, I've been doing this for however many years.
Take a lot of things personal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten older, I'm just like, yo, people probably just have so much stuff, you know what I mean? And I've kind of had a little change of heart when it comes to that. Because, you know, but I'm sure like you were talking about before, when I feel like I'm the best player and you got me sitting on the bench, it's upsetting.
Bruh!
It's upsetting.
Like, we not.
And I feel like for me, what people maybe don't like about me is what people like about most people in sports, which is someone who can do everything, right? You can dribble, you can shoot, you can pass, whatever. I act, I write, I sing, I direct my music videos, I'm doing all this stuff, and it's like, oh, but You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm MVP. I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
You know, high level. So that was something I had to get over. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good now. Just creating and putting music out.
So let's put it in the universe.
Yeah.
Who would you want to work with if given an opportunity?
Want to work with Drake, want to work with Kendrick, want to work with Chris, want to work with Rascal Flatts, want to work with Boyz II Men, Stevie Wonder. There's so many people, man. The list goes on. Those are just off top.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, when you do get the response that you do get with Under the Influence by
SZA
Chris,
too, sorry.
SZA.
I like SZA a lot. Cold.
We love SZA.
Love SZA.
Under the Influence. And when you tap into the comments, when you get the feedback over the engagement, right, that's like warming. But on the contrary, you have a cover with Water by Tyler. It didn't get the same reaction.
Yeah.
How does your confidence, feel?
I
after?
never get affected by people who, haven't affected my life. You know what I'm saying? Personally, like if my brother or somebody had something to say, maybe be different. But I've always made sure that I never give too much of myself to people. I always say it's like giving someone the keys to your car, and if they scratch it, you can't be upset that you gave them the keys. So I don't give my feelings or my joy isn't dependent upon people's reaction towards my art. My joy is based on me releasing my art. Me getting my art out into the world is when I feel happy and satisfied. And at that point, people will do what they want to do with it. But as long as I'm proud of what I've done, that's the end all be all, honestly.
Bro, I think what was so dope about artistry, like in the early 2000s when I was in high school, was mixtapes.
Yeah.
Right? Not to give you any idea, what would be so cool and what made Lil Wayne was he would cover rap songs of actual songs that he was fans of.
Yeah.
And I never thought, I don't know the publishing, I don't know the do's and don'ts for some things, but if I could sing, I'm singing over every beat or every song that I like, and then boom, and I'm letting the fans control, the narrative, 100%. Right? It's like when you see those type of strategies kind of take place, you being a director of your own music videos and things like that, how and what goes into the creative process?
Yeah, so for that, mixtaping, especially if you're doing someone else's song, you got to put out for free. So that's one thing you're thinking about. You're spending a lot of time and you're not maybe getting as much return on that. So that's something. And then also, to me, and I know Lil Wayne did it and I know Tory did it, but to me, I don't want to be labeled as the cover guy either. You know what I mean? I want people to listen to my records and hear who I am as an artist. But I think that's why the covers are so dope, because you get to hear my pen, you get to hear how I write, you get to hear my cadences, you get to hear my flow, my harmonies, things that I do in my own records. So it's kind of like, it's like the little appetizer outside the store when you're at the mall. And like, you want to try the little chicken on the toothpick, Yeah. That's good, right? Now come over here and listen to my stuff.
Now come get a plate.
So that's kind of how I've always felt. And my brother kind of got me to do the T-mixes. I didn't want to because, again, I was like, bro, I give my all to everything that I do. So if I'm in the studio for 6 hours making a dang thing, I don't want to put out for free. He was like, Trevor, you are an endless well of creativity. He's like, do you ever think you'll not be able to make a good song? I was like, no. He's like, okay, so put these T-mixes out. Let everybody know that if you got on their song, you kill them on their song. And then we put our stuff out. And I was like, all right. And it was one of the best, decisions we made. And people really did start respecting me as a musician. I remember I used to get mad when people were like, hey, I loved you in Let It Shine, or I loved you in Superfly, and they hadn't heard my music. And I'm like, and I would always say when they leave, hey, get my album though. Hey, get my album. Hey, make sure you get my music. And now people are like, hey man, the music is crazy. And that's an accomplishment for me. I'm like, yo, that's what I do. I love music. It's not a hobby of mine, it's my life.
But you want to know why though? Because people like you how they
first see you. Yeah.
It's me and Funky Friday.
Yeah.
It's like, can we cut Cam's mic off now? Why are we listening to Cam? Like, pull the plug. But it's persistence, it's resilience.
Exactly, consistency
It's
too.
one of those things that I need critique. And it's sad, but true. The worst part about my job is giving other people power to judge it.
Right.
It's a part of the job. I don't like it. But I love when somebody likes it, though. You see what I'm saying? It's not a comparable. It doesn't give accurate reciprocity, because on one end, I expect people to like everything that I do.
Yeah.
And it's like, it hits here. But if we're comparing the highest to the lowest is way low when somebody says like, bro, you're unintelligent. You know, why you can't spell.
Yeah.
Or like.
I always think about where those people are sitting when they're typing that.
Understood.
That's what I did. It helps me feel better.
It does.
Think about where they're sitting.
No, you should try hitting their profile pictures.
Ooh. Is it?
Yeah. Hit a profile picture, screenshot it, zoom in, and then I'm that petty.
It said zoom in.
No, with 2 thumbs, like. Nah, you can't. You couldn't sit at my table at lunch.
You know what I mean? But that's most times what it is. It's people that aren't doing that are saying.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to always, you know.
But it's a part of
the job.
The job, right?
I
want to get into Women's History Month as we approach it. Shout out to all ladies around the world. In the words of Tupac, it would not be none of us if it wasn't because of the strong women, black, white, doesn't matter the ethnicity or color. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Let's play a game.
Oh, shoot.
I'll name a woman you work with.
Okay, cool.
And you give flowers in one word.
Okay.
Right? Yara Shahidi.
Pure.
Say less. Tracy Ellis Ross.
Power.
Shonda Rhimes.
Leader.
Regina King.
I would say longevity. Wow. She's been doing it for a minute. And also just every time. Hitting it every time.
Yeah. Alfre Woodard.
I don't know if this is like the right word, but soul. Like when I'm around her, it's like her soul is like, I don't know how to explain it. But I feel calm when I'm around her. Like I get around her and I'm just like, okay, it's gonna be all right.
I feel like it feels home.
Yes, she's powerful. Just like, her presence.
Wouldn't the woman do that to you?
Yeah.
Marseille Martin.
Oh, man. Growing up, that's 2 words, but she's growing. It's just cool to see her go from little baby to woman and just doing it gracefully. This is not 1 word. He asked me to give 1 word.
But now we're kind of venturing off into like whether you work with them or not.
Okay,
it's
cool.
one of those.
All right.
Yeah. Just make it make sense. Understand.
Understand what we're trying to do, man.
We're trying to celebrate our queens out there. Coco Jones.
Persistent. I know her journey has been.
Bruh, I think we all seen the video clip. And first off, anybody from Florida, you know, my lady will always remind me, she from the crib, you know, and just understanding the power of Black success. And all the ladies that I mentioned, but you know, for what we identify as success, the fact that we get to see it in real time, no matter the individual, from Regina to Coco to Juan, like you give hope to the hopeless. You give you know,
that's well said.
Bro, I have daughters. Mm-hmm. And when we watch TV and hear voices, whether in movie characters or see, you know, personalities that's on TV, I see my daughters impacted off of them. They look like me, so I can be.
Exactly.
Their hair texture is my hair texture. They're soulful, they're strong, they, you know, do certain things, and I just want to always give, you know, flowers to women that just put on for everyone, you know, because not just women are impacted, men are impacted as well too.
100%. Fall down, that was
for sure.
Yeah.
Holly Bailey.
Oh man. Peaceful.
Chloe Bailey.
Fierce.
I'm gonna come back to Chloe. Zendaya.
Classy.
Right?
It's almost out.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, no. This where it get good.
That's what
This where it get good. Speaking of good, follow-up question is, were you and Zendaya dating?
No, we were friends, dear friends.
Emphasis on the dear, huh?
Yeah. I feel like I need something to smoke. It's not fair. He's got a lot like in between time he can look cool while he's, you know what I mean, chilling.
I
feel like I'm just like.
I didn't want to let it sizzle. Just want to let it sizzle, brother. Dang. That was wrong online, because I was like, what? I can't wait to. Like, Zendaya is one of the ones, bro. Like, she grew up right before our eyes, and she's like super untouchable. You know, she's Hector! Like, she's one of them, like, bro, her range is endless. And I just appreciate her growth.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome to see. And I think she just gets better every time. Yeah,
for sure. Now, back to Chloe Bailey.
Okay.
There was a part where, I don't know what project she was working with, but had like your words were, it was a work of art, right? The intimate scene.
Oh, yeah.
You know, do you care to elaborate?
I just feel like, why weren't they attacking Margot Robbie for, doing certain things in films? It's just like, she's a black woman. I felt like she was being attacked for doing what a lot of actors do, which is an intimate sex scene.
Is there, now to that, especially as you grow older, those opportunities are in scripts. They look at you as and it's not wrong to think like a sex symbol. It's like Halle Berry. Like,
yeah.
Boom. Monster ball.
Yeah.
But when you think about those, what should people know about the preparation going into those type of scenes?
Going into a sex scene?
Intimate scene, yes.
I mean, it's very professional. It should be professional if you're on a proper set, maybe if you're, it's like but if it's a proper set, it's professional. Everybody talks about their comfortabilities and things like that. And you go from there, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Most times I like have a sock or something, and that's it.
Sock, huh?
Yeah.
That's what.
And they'll probably have they'll have the nipple covers or maybe like something to cover their, you know what I mean? Like a little.
But it's real emotions though, like.
Emotions?
Like, I'm trying to be professional.
I know. See,
it's like.
See, it ain't easy.
Because you can.
No, tell me what you're trying to say.
You can get aroused. You can get aroused, brother. Because I'm reminded of that Superfly, boy, when you got in that shower, bro.
That water was cold.
That was the trick. Man, please. Cold at night. It was cold at night.
It was cold that night.
Boy, he was at attention. How was that, bro?
Oh, no, that was cool, man. And again, like I said, that was very professional. They're both professional actors. Let me not say actors, actors, and I'm a professional actor. So we just kind of talked, hey, what are you guys cool with? And then we just kind of flowed.
It was cold?
The water was cold. I was kind of ticked about it, actually.
But it was like,
one of those. Just, all right, breathe.
Dang.
It didn't look cold, though, right? Acting.
That boy good.
That was good.
That boy real good. Huh? I mean, you talked about this, but we kind of passed by it, and you being an athlete surfing. Mm-hmm. How many black guys actually surf?
Very few. Like, when I'm in the water, I'm probably one most times. Maybe there's two. And or if it is a black guy, he's not Black American. You know, maybe he's like, you know, like a dark Brazilian guy or maybe African or something. You know what I mean? But
how did you come into surfing?
I skateboarded for a long time. So when I was doing Lion King and I toured and we were in Hawaii, I saw people skateboarding on the water. I had never seen that before. I was like, what is that? What is that? I was like,
skateboarding?
Yeah, that's what, I mean, I was a kid, so I was like, he's skateboarding on the water. Like, I didn't know. Yeah. And I was like, I want to do that, because wherever I went as a kid, when I was on tour, my mom found a skate park and I would skateboard whenever I wasn't on stage or whatever. So yeah, I learned first day I went out to surf. I didn't surf for like 8 years, and then I got back into it around like 19, 20, and man, it, like you were talking about, it just charges me up. I go out there and there's nothing like it in the world. Everything is kind of, no one is complaining. You see family of birds, you see family of dolphins, and everyone's just kind of in the flow of their life.
Yeah.
Doing it together, and there's not like, oh, well, you should be black on us. Yeah, it's just like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so in love with it, I think.
I think I've always admired this about beach life. And understanding, like, that's a different world.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so rad, it's so wicked, right? It's everybody's so zenned out.
How can you be, I mean, you're looking at
real picnics, like people bring food.
Yeah, I barbecue on the, bro, when I go to the beach, I'm there all day. Like if I have time to go, I will be there all day. I'll bring a little sandwich, I'll bring some hot dogs, maybe grill some up, a little steak or something, hang out, chill. Yeah, talk. I remember I used to be friends with this guy, rest his soul, was this homeless dude. He used to live in this car right where I used to surf, and we used to hang out, play guitar together, and just chill and talk about life. Like, it was dope. So I love doing stuff like that.
That's cool, man. Like, I'm always up for old kickback.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Vibe.
It's and that's kind of like the thing about the West Coast. The weather is immaculate, but it's oftentimes the people, like, being from the South and having mannerisms, like the West Coast, it's like you can get a good batch of people, and then you also get a batch of people that's just like,
oh yeah,
who are you?
Right.
Who do you know that I should know?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's trying to get somewhere.
It's superficial, but when you get a good group,
you can find a good group for sure.
That nucleus is just like, bro,
yeah.
Where have you been?
'Cause I never see you out. Are you hiding from me? Hey, no shade, or like, I'm not, this is guilty, okay? That's on my playlist. That's on my workout playlist. But, yeah.
Man, they should have queued up like the lights to be like flickering.
Where have you been all my life? Smash. Hey, that's Anti-album is to me one of the greatest albums of all time, by the way. I just thought I had to say that. Anti is one of the greatest albums of all time. And I think that
Anti? I thought it was anti.
Sorry, anti. It's fire.
Yeah, fire. Yeah. Just flame.
Just absolutely every song.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry.
Who are you most excited for being an artist, tapping into your artist bag, right? To drop music. Like when you see this person on Spotify or iTunes or Apple Music, I say iTunes, shows you how old I am. YouTube Music.
Ed Sheeran, probably.
What?
Yeah. Ed Sheeran.
Solid.
Absolutely love Ed Sheeran. And I don't think he misses. So check this out. I saw Zootopia 2, and you know that song at the end or whatever. I was like, I'm kind of vibing with this.
I definitely saw Zootopia 2 too.
Yeah, it's fire. But the song that keeps going throughout the thing, I'm like, you know, at first I was like, and then I'm like, this is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran wrote it. I said, duh, that's why I like it. He cold. He's one of my favorite songwriters, and actually this album, I Love You Goodbye, is super kind of inspired. Well, not inspired, like I made it, but it ended up kind of feeling like that, because I am inspired by him a little bit. But
are you musically talented? Like, do you play any instruments?
I can play guitar a little bit. I can play drums a little bit. Yeah.
So I just have to, this is my camera right here.
Yeah.
I just need to make a personal PSA. Rihanna, where have you been?
Can I get in here on this?
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and give us something? Please?
Just something.
We've been waiting patiently. You know.
ASAP, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you. You know,
yes.
like back in the forth, in the front, in the back. Yeah. But we waiting on Rihanna. I was hoping to see Rihanna make a feature. And it was like, yo, like where you?
Yeah, I would love that. Also, I loved her Super Bowl performance too. I don't know why I'm on the Rihanna train right now, but it's just I want to say that too. Her Super Bowl is fire. People didn't like it. I loved it.
Speaking of,
let's get into it.
Bad Bunny.
What are we going to say?
How do you like it? How did you like it? How did you respond to it?
I loved the messaging and I loved what he was doing in terms of what he was trying to say.
Right.
I think there's nothing truer than that. We're on stolen land, and he is an American and he can perform in whatever language he wants.
Like, you don't have to be from the Latino community to understand the actual message.
Yeah, the messaging was beautiful, and
he embodied putting a whole like country people on his back to say, hey, I got us.
Yeah.
And he did it the right way. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
And the love messaging. We just got so many people trying to promote hate. And again, it's like we got Epstein files and people worried about this man doing the halftime.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, bro. It really is crazy. And I think that's all. People are just hypocrites. People are hypocrites. And that's how I feel. That's where we're at.
It's tough. Do you feel obligated? And as we kind of bring this conversation to a close, but do you feel obligated to use your platform to bring awareness to certain topics and said topics?
Yes. Is it scary sometimes? Yes. Yeah. Again, because we talked about, you want to be able to work and provide for your family and things like that. So that is something I struggle with, yeah. When I go to bed at night, it's like, what should I say? Should I say it? When should I say it? How should I say it?
What initiative moves you the most?
Transparency, truth. I feel like we're lied to. Like I told you before, I was the conspiracy theorist in my family, for a long time. And now everybody's kind of coming over. And I'm like, you see what's going on? Yeah. A lot of BS has been told to everybody, through the school system, through life, like we're talking about the food you eat, all this stuff. Yeah. And then you wake up one day and it's like, oh.
It wasn't a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what scares me more is when I feel like people don't care. Not the people that are doing the wrong, but the people that the wrong is being done to don't really care enough to. They've kind of coped with the lesser version of life because it's what they're used to.
So this is...
Sorry.
You good. This is my last question, because you led with the Men in Black, Will Smith kind of conspiracy. You just talked about the conspiracy. What's your biggest conspiracy theory?
The biggest one? They're all. A lot of them I feel are accurate. Aliens have been here for a while. Nothing they tell us is really the truth. The president isn't the one who makes the decisions. Jeffrey Epstein just talked about this. The Rockefellers and all these. These guys, Rothschilds, all of them. I'm scared to even say it right now because my phone might start bugging out or my car might. Trevor Jackson's car. Hey guys, I would never. Okay.
So, do you believe it though? Which one do you believe was like, yo, they knew, they didn't tell us?
I believe Martin Luther King was, not Martin from who they said it was. JFK, I think, was the driver is the one who killed JFK, the guy driving the car. All of these things, I believe.
So many things.
Did you see that? When he was driving, he was like, bing. You gotta watch that video. Trip you out.
What?
They said first of all, let me just break this down real quick. I know we have to close. They said JFK was shot however many miles, 3 stories up, back of the head, right?
Yeah.
But the video, his head goes this way. Now, just physics, I don't know who could get hit in the head this way and then their head go back like that. That doesn't make any sense. 1. 2, watch the video, dude driving goes like this. Boom. Hey, man, it is what it is. They been lying. You seen Umbrella Academy.
Bro. Yo.
It's trippy, dude. It's trippy. It is. Me and my dad, me and my brother talk about this every day. I'm like, okay, guys, did you read this today? Did you see what happened today?
I got one more question, though, before we end.
Come on.
I'd like real talk.
Come on.
All right, 2 conspiracy theories.
Yes.
If you could go back and be a fly on the wall to witness an event take place, and you know, like you see it happening, what event would you want to see?
I would want it has to be an event that's happening. I would want to be maybe, not there, but like, I don't know, man, 9/11 maybe.
That's dark.
Yeah, sorry. Just because a lot of firemen talk about working on those and when that was happening, and they were like, there was explosions. Like, they weren't like planes, they were like bombs going off in the buildings. They're like, we've dealt with enough bombs to know, like, something blew up.
You want to know who or what I would have wanted to be? I wanted to be the dog that was barking in Brentwood, California, witnessing O.J. Simpson.
Whoo, scary. That was a good documentary. The newer one, did you see that one on Netflix?
Did I? Did you see The People vs. O.J.?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, I just want to see that.
Yeah.
And I know it's gory. Now,
Yeah.
talking about dark.
Yeah, you talk about dark.
It's so many different things. I don't want to see the event happen. I want to see
the aftermath, like
the corruption. Because how did one glove get on the side of the house, but it was a thump or a thud that they heard what was that? You know, take me to Nicole when she was at dinner and boom.
Yeah.
That's what I want to witness. And then it was like, you seen Crash?
Yeah.
Where like everybody's
classic.
Yes.
Love that.
And it's like everybody's story to be told, and then it leads to this event, and then the aftermath. And then OJ throws away a bag at the airport with all the stuff. What was in that bag? What do you got in that bag?
What's in the bag, Jake? Put the bag down. Yeah. Hey.
Bro, we can talk all day, bro.
Yeah, dude. Hey, this was fire, bro.
Talk about your album.
Please go get my album. I Love You Goodbye, the greatest breakup album of all time. On Apple Music, on Spotify, everywhere. And follow me on Instagram at Trevor Jackson 5.
As we end things here at Funky Friday, when I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to
say what?
When I say all together, we're going to say
one love. Let's go.
When I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
Hey, one hand out. Follow the script. Trevor.
Okay.
It's going to look like this. We're going to use my camera, use your camera, then finish right there with our camera. It's going to look like this. One finger, then we're going to go one pinky, then we go one thumb, and then obviously all together. Boom. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. One finger.
One finger.
One pinky.
One pinky.
One thumb.
One thumb.
All together.
All together. Love. One love.
Okay, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. That wasn't smooth. From the top. Take two. Here we go. One finger. Oh, no. One hand out. One finger. One pinky. One thumb. All together. One love. Trevor Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, man. Fire, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you, bro.